Hello, I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking. I'm in the park, y'all. This is a park that I don't think I've ever been to. I was driving and I just felt led to go a certain direction. I've been in the general vicinity before, but had not paid attention to certain things in the particular neighborhood that I was in. Driving around, saw some beautiful houses, and it's a part of what I call my dream building process. Nobody's around me, so I can take this mask off. I'll just wear it half mask. Anyway, just dream building and looking at the beautiful houses around me. And I was going through the neighborhood and went in on one side and came out on the other, and just driving around. And I drove by this sign for a park that I just saw off to the side. And I've heard of the park before. I was like, is it actually a park or is it a neighborhood? So I decided to turn back around and go back and turn in, and sure enough, it's a park. We got a nice big pond / lake. Okay, here comes some pedestrians. I gotta put my max, my max back on. But it's got a nice big lake here, and it's just nice. You could have a habit of going to the park or walking, but it just, for me, it's more enjoyable when I can switch it up sometimes and go to an environment that I've never been to before. But anyway, it's nice. Really, really nice. I drove past this really nice house. It's a beautiful house. It had 4 doors for garage, for cars. And the first 3 were connected. And then the 4th one was a little bit off to the side. They were in a row. But what it looks like is, I'll say the 4th one that I described was closest to the house. It looks like that was the original garage, and they added 3 more. That's how it looks. Because the spacing of the brick between each bay door is the same for those 3, but for that one closest to the house, it's a little bit wider, which tells me the other 3 must have been added on. Either way, usually when I see a beautiful house, I think, oh, that house is so gorgeous. Probably so nice to live in there. I kind of think along those terms. But when I drove past this particular house, y'all know what I saw? The word responsibility. That's what came to me. Responsibility. Y'all see me perspiring? Child, I got a perspiration mustache right there. Perspiration. But what I saw was responsibility. And, all these dreams and goals that we have, these things we like to accomplish, let's remember, I don't want to go that way. I'm going to go this way. Let's remember that we have responsibility, not just in obtaining, but more so in maintaining that which we've asked God to bless us with. The lawn was nicely manicured and everything was in place. It was neat, it was quiet, but that's what stuck out, responsibility. I've been praying and asking the Lord to do some things for me, open up some doors. And what I add to that prayer is, God, give me the strength to be a good steward over what you blessed me with. It's not enough just to obtain it. I want to maintain it in excellence. There are people who say things like, if you don't take care of what you've got, you won't get anything else. I beg to differ. I've seen people get things and have things that they don't take care of, but they still have it. And when I say them take care of it, I mean they don't keep it looking pristine. They don't really take pride in how it looks. They just kind of let it do whatever it wants to do, but they still have those things. It's not an excuse to be that way. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, there are some things that I've heard people say some statements I've heard people make, some cliches that I, in the past, allowed to put me in a place of bondage or just having the wrong mindset. But you know what? I'm asking God to just get rid of all that. Y'all see the PP Cruiser? Y'all see that in the background? That's the PP Cruiser. That little white PP Cruiser. Asking the Lord to just take those wrong mindsets and thoughts away. Okay, there's a pedestrian nearby. She's not that close, but on with the max. Just want to get rid of any and all things that are preventing me from really trusting and believing God, having the right mindset, doing what needs to be done. So that's all I'm chatting about today. This channel is more so for me than anybody else. I don't have a large following, and it's okay. If nothing else, this proves to be an opportunity for me to be comfortable with the camera, comfortable talking about different things, comfortable exposing certain things about myself, even verbally processing some things, and just being okay with it, you know? People who are on TV behind the big screen, as they say in the movies, they make it look so easy. I mean, it's one thing if you're an actor or an actress and you're just acting out a part, that's one thing. But it's something different when you're actually being vulnerable to people and making them, including them in the intimate and intricate parts of your life. That's a different ball game. And I need to be comfortable with that. I don't know what this is preparing me for, but it's okay. I'm in the preparation stages, and I've got to be fine with it. So I'm enjoying this. They have these different sheds or shelters here that you can reserve, and I see some people out here, little families, groups of people that came out in these different areas. I actually walked past one area where the people who were there, they grilling, they got the barbecue fire. They got the fire going. It's a fire. It's a fire. And the smell of it, I mean, you just smell burning charcoal and smell the starter fluid. They were just starting to build it, I can tell, because the fire was too high to really cook anything on just yet. You would burn your food if you cook it when it's up that high. But that's the smell of family. That's the smell of barbecue. That's the smell of coming together. That's the smell of living life. How are you doing on your journey to living life? Are you living or are you existing? Man, listen. I've been a person who has existed for a long time. And you know what I told God? I told him this. I want to live, not survive, not merely exist. I want to live. Well, you know what's required of me and all of us? If we really want to live, we have to step outside of our comfort zone. Step outside of that place we hide in. I remember being out at a function with some young ladies. They're young ladies who I sing in a group with them. And I used to be that kind of person. I'm going to say used to be. That kind of person who would just kind of hide who I am, how I really am from the public. If I were home, I would let my hair down, so to speak, and just have at it. Just, enjoy myself. But if there were people around, I would dumb myself down. Well, at this function with these ladies, there was a choir up there singing. And if you know anything about me, you know I have a love and a passion for music. I grew up loving music. I've always been that way. probably always will be that way. That's just how God wired me. And this is one of those songs where you just want to get down and just groove. And it's gospel. I wasn't at like any kind of worldly event. It was gospel music. They're singing about God. So I'm not talking about being raunchy or anything like that. But I wanted to move and express myself in a way that I'm usually uncomfortable expressing myself in front of people. And it's like the Holy Spirit just stood up inside of me, like, just be who you are. There's plenty of room in this world for how you present yourself. And whether you present the authentic you that I called you to be, or the watered down version of yourself that you feel most comfortable displaying in public, there's still plenty of room. And it was like, I just decided, you know what? I'm still uncomfortable a little bit, but I'm going to express myself in this moment with this discomfort, because you know what? The urge I had to express my delight for that music far outweighed the discomfort that I felt in being myself in front of those people. And truth be told, even the ones who've known me for a long time and know that I tend to kind of pull back in certain situations, even them, I was like, you know, I can't let what they know about me and how I normally hold back, I can't let that cause me to refrain from being free. And then the ones who didn't know me at all, they don't know anything about how I express myself. So as far as they know, what they see is what I am. Can I tell y'all something? I felt something drop off of me. I felt something fall off of me. I felt this weight just lift off of me when I allowed myself to just be free. Like, you know. And I think that was, actually it was in January this year, 2020. It was such a liberating experience. I'm just walking around. But I'm just sharing because sometimes getting free and staying free is a process and a journey. And I believe I did mention this next part in a previous video. I can't remember exactly which one. But my mother, like when I was growing up, if I was around the house and I was singing, I was fine to continue as long as she didn't comment. As soon as she would say, "Oh, you sound so nice, keep singing," I would shut right down. Because right then it was like she brought an awareness to the fact that I was being listened to. And it was so uncomfortable. But you know what? I've been asking God over the course of my life to deliver me from that. From the discomfort that comes with either being on public display, not because you put yourself there, but just because it's what it is at the moment, or being uncomfortable with just expressing myself, being my true, authentic self. So, y'all, this mask is hot. It's hot. Y'all see? Shut down my perspiration. It's like a daggone sauna. It's hot. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to chat about that today. Fix this. Excuse me for a minute. But it felt so good at that event to just move to the music the way I wanted to, close my eyes and just feel the music, listen to the words, enjoy it. It was just so liberating. One particular young lady who I've known since I moved down here, I don't know if she noticed because we weren't sitting right next to each other. We were on the same row, but she was down a few people. I don't even know if she knew what a moment that was for me. I don't know. But I know she has seen both sides of me. That side of me that will open up and let loose some. And then that side of me that just falls back. Either way, there's room. God showed me that a long time ago. There's room in this earth for you. All of the greatness that you possess, all of the gifting that you possess, all of your abilities, your particular way of expressing your gifting, your particular way of relating to people, your particular way of being creative. There's room in this world for you. There's plenty of room. And we have to stop allowing ourselves to be intimidated by the bigwigs, by the people who may be famous for doing what we can do on a smaller scale. And I say smaller scale only relative to the viewing audience. You know, some people are famous. They're world renowned. So they have a larger viewing audience. It doesn't make them any better than you. They're just freer and on that place of being displayed publicly because that's their assignment. You know, maybe you have that same assignment. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. The key is be who you are. You know, be who you are. It is an insult to our Creator for us to dumb ourselves down and for us to try to be anything other than who and what we are. And if you know anything about me, I keep saying this, I've always been a person who loves linguistics. I've always been a person to imitate accents and, you know, people who have those authentic accents. They always know when you're not authentically using an accent. They usually know. It may be just the way you say one particular word or one particular syllable of a word, but they hear a mix and they know something's going on. So when you grow up being that kind of person and being good at imitating people, and then you have to find your own voice, find the way you really sing, find the way you really speak, find your own accent, you know, that can be a bit of a challenge. But either way, like I said, there was plenty of room in this world for you as you present yourself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, for a while I was walking through the park here when I first got here, and I was like, God, I have to make this video. What is my video going to be about today? I didn't know. And I was like, Lord, I don't know if this is just you wanting me to be comfortable with the idea of being obedient to the assignment, which is to make these videos weekly, and being even more comfortable with not knowing exactly what I'm going to talk about, but just in my obedience as I'm going, being comfortable with going and having you speak to me and put words in my mouth once I start talking. I was like, ooh, what was that? Sorry, something flew by me. Thing getting on me. I was like, Lord, please help me, Jesus. Sometimes I feel like these videos are just so blasé. I don't know. I enjoy making them. I just don't know if y'all enjoy viewing them. I know my sister from another muster, Adrian. Shout out, Adrian. She's like my biggest fan and supporter and encourager. And she's like, yo, keep making those videos. She's like, you know, it's just such a blessing to hear what you have to say. She particularly loves the videos that I post of myself with my mother and or my sister. She's a big fan of those. But even if, like I said, the only thing that comes out of this is just for me to be more comfortable having a space to express myself and let my voice be heard. If nobody else ever watches this video, I'm good. I know I grew up kind of feeling like my voice didn't matter to other people. I won't say that I felt it didn't matter at all. I just knew that it didn't matter to certain people. And I knew that because people would cut me off when I was talking. I would literally be in the middle of a sentence and they would be just cutting me off. And it made me insecure. I even had a bout of a problem with stuttering. Not terribly stammering where I couldn't get the words out. Not like that. Not to that degree. But I would stumble over words every now and then because of insecurity and nervousness. And, you know, to this day, if I'm speaking and someone cuts me off, I'm talking like, not saying excuse me, but just literally interjecting and just talking over me, That is a big pet peeve of mine. It's disrespectful. And you know what? As much as I hate when it's done to me, sometimes I'm guilty of being the perpetrator. And I try to catch myself. So if I've ever done that to you, I apologize. Don't test me though, okay? Love you. Mean it. But yeah, that lie of the enemy, that my voice is not important to certain people, he wanted to turn that into a belief that my thoughts weren't important at all. And I smell the fire. Going toward the fire. That's the smell of a barbecue. Child, they cooking out over here. I need me a burger or something. Child, I need a cheeseburger. Have mercy. But anyway, I know he wanted to turn that into a belief system that I didn't matter, that I was insignificant, and not all the time, but just around certain people. And you know, it's a progression that he wants to pull us into. He started with people cutting me off, making me believe that what I had to say was less important than what they had to say at the moment. Then moved from that to what I have to say is not important, period. Then from that, he wanted to go to I'm not important. He was working on something. I thank God. There go that fire, y'all. Where's the fire? Let me see. Can y'all see? See the people? Where's the barbecue? Child, he's standing there. Where's that man at? I'm trying to find him. That's the car. I must not have. There he go. Behind me. You see him? Y'all see? Child, people coming to get that food. Let me come on. I can't zoom in, but there he go. Child, he fixing the food. Anyway, it smells good too. Makes somebody hungry. Anyway, yeah, I had to ask God to deliver me from that. And when people cut me off now, I tend to be quiet. Because I'm like, if I'm in the middle of talking and you cut me off, then obviously you don't think that what I have to say is important. You may not think it is, but it is. So I'm going to let you go ahead and get yours out. And then when they finish cutting me off, they look at me like, well, I look at them like, well, are you finished? Because I was talking. You did just cut me off. It's rude. It's a bad habit. Terrible habit. I work with somebody who does that. And it's not just to me. It's to everybody. It's just a bad habit that this person has. And it's a growth opportunity for me. I'll leave it there. I'll put a pin in that. But y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Anyway. That's it, y'all. I'm walking around this here, enjoying my little time, perspiring like I don't know what. Whew. And the highway, we call it a parkway in New York. Y'all call it a highway down here in Greensboro. North Kakalaka. North Kakalaki. Going along the side there, so it's noisy. But, anywho, it was nice chatting with you. Don't let people disrespect you, though. The particular person that I talk about who has a bad habit of cutting me off, I've addressed it with this person more than once. And it's a bad habit. The person has acknowledged it, but the person still does it. So, like they say, old habits die hard. You have to be very intentional about breaking habits. And if you choose not to be intentional about breaking a habit, then you know what? You'll stay the same. Am I throwing shade? Not at all. Because that's just true for everybody. That's true for everyone. Alright. I'm getting off this soapbox now. That's it. That's enough. No more fussing and cleaning. That's it. This water is dirty and it's murky. But them little fishes in there, they're having a good old time. They got lots of mosquitoes over here. Lots of mosquitoes. Y'all staying over there by that water, you hear? All right now. All right. All right, y'all. This mask is so hot. And hell is hotter. We ain't going there. We ain't going there. Child, this is a homemade sauna. Child, look at that. I need to lose weight in this face. This is the way to do it. Max on. Put on the max. It's all wet. Alright, y'all. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to walk around here and get on back to the car and get on out of here. Because I'm sticky. It's hot and it's sticky. But y'all have a great day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I will be back, if the Lord should say the same, next Saturday. Same place, same channel. If you like this video, please like it. Hit the like button. If you like this channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you've got suggestions, please give them liberally and tactfully. Thank you. So, till next time, have a great day. Have a great day. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.